Morning students, today we are going to start our next topic, the Rowlatt Act. The Rowlatt Act. It's in 1919. Rowlatt Act 1919. Mahatma Gandhi decided to start a nationwide satyagraha against the Rowlatt Act. The British government hurriedly passed the Rowlatt Act without considering the opposition of Indian members. Mahatma Gandhi decided to start a nationwide satyagraha against the Rowlatt Act because British government hurriedly passed this act without considering the opposition of Indian members. Then this act gave government enormous powers to suppress the political activities. This act gave the government to suppress enormous power, a large number of power got the government to repress the political activities. Then it allowed the detention of political prisoners without trial for 2 years. 2 years imprisonment without trial. 2 years imprisonment without trial. So this act, it was hurriedly passed because without the considering the opposition of Indian members. This, according to this act, British government got the right to arrest and imprison Indian people to, especially the satyagrahis, 2 years without trial. So Mahatma Gandhi decided to start a nationwide satyagraha. Gandhi wanted to start a non-violent civil disobedience movement against the unjust law. Then it was started a hartal on 6th April. April 6th, with a hartal, Mahatma Gandhi decided to start a non-violent civil disobedience movement. So Gandhi wanted to start a non-violent civil disobedience movement against the Rowlatt Act on 6th April. So rallies were organized different parts. Rallies were organized in various cities. Workers, they went on strike in railway workshops. Then workers also joined in these rallies were organized in cities. Workers, they stopped their work and they were also participated in this movement. Then people, they destroy the lines of communication such as railways and telegraph. People, they were destroy the communication, symbol of communication, railways and telegraph. Rallies were organized in different areas. People destroy the lines of communication such as telegraph and railway. Then British decided to clamp down or suppress this movement. So local leaders were arrested. Mahatma Gandhi barred to entering Delhi. Local leaders were arrested and Mahatma Gandhi, they didn't allow him to enter Delhi. On 10th April, the police in Amritsar, 10th April, police in Amritsar, they fired upon a peaceful demonstration. People conducted a peaceful demonstration on 10th April. So the police, they attacked in this procession. So the provoked people, they were attacked banks, post office, railways, etc. 10th April, Satyagrahis, they started a peaceful demonstration. Then the British police fire against the peaceful Satyagrahis. So they decided to attack bank, railway station, telegraph, etc. Then martial law was imposed. And General Dyer took in command. Martial law was imposed. Then General Dyer, he took command. General Dyer. Martial law already we studied. The military government. Martial law was imposed and General Dyer, he took
command. Then on 13th April, the infamous Jallianwala Bagh took place. 13th April. The infamous Jallianwala Bagh massacre, it was took place. 13th April. Then martial law was imposed. General Dyer took in command. Then on 30th April, the infamous Jallianwala Bagh incident took place. On that day, large crowd gathered and enclosed the ground. Large people, they gathered and enclosed the ground of Jallianwala Bagh. Some of them, they came to protest the arrest of political leaders. Some people, they came to protest the arrest of political leaders. Then at the same time, some other people, they came to attend the annual Vaishagi fair. Then some people, they came to protest against the arrest of political leaders. Others, they came to attend the annual Vaishagi fair. Then many villagers, they were unaware about the martial law. They don't know about martial law. That's why they came to attend the annual Vaishagi fair. Then General Dyer, he entered the ground and he blocked the exit and he ordered his commanders to fire against the crowd. General Dyer, he entered the ground, enclosed the ground, and he locked the exit and he ordered his soldiers or commanders to fire against the common people or the crowd. Then hundreds of people killed. Then he declared his object later to create a feeling of fear and terror. To create in the minds of Satyagrahi, to create a feeling of terror and fear. As this news of Jallianwala Bagh spread, thousands of people or crowd, they took to the street in many North Indian towns. Thousands of people or a crowd of people, they came to the street of North India. Then there were strikes, clashes with police and attacked on government building. Again, people, they started clashes with the police and they began to attack banks, railway station, telegraph, etc. The symbol of British authority, completely they began to attack. Then the British government also respond with brutal measures. They were considered Satyagrahis are terrorists. They consider Satyagrahis are terrorists. The government took brutal measures to suppress the Satyagrahis. Then they consider Satyagrahis are terrorists. Then Satyagrahis were forced to rub their nose on the ground. Satyagrahis were forced to rub their nose on the ground, crawl on the street and do salute or salam to the masters. Then people were beaten up and villages were bombed. Satyagrahis, British government consider Satyagrahis are terrorists and they told them to rub their nose on the ground, crawl on the street, do salam for all the sahibs or all the Britishers. Then people were beaten and villages were bombed. Then seeing violence spread, Mahatma Gandhi decided to withdraw the non-cooperation movement. Mahatma Gandhi withdrew the non-cooperation movement because he was against violence. Then this movement, it was going to violence. That's why he decided to withdraw the non-cooperation movement. Then Rowlatt Satyagraha, it was a widespread movement. Then also, mostly it was limited on cities and town. It was a nationwide Satyagraha. Then also, it was limited on towns and cities. Then Gandhi, he decided to start a nationwide Satyagraha. Mahatma Gandhi decided to start a nationwide satyagraha. That's why he understood that without the unity of Hindu Muslims, he can't start a nationwide satyagraha. So he decided to bring Hindu Muslim together, the unity of Hindu Muslims. Without the unity of Hindu Muslims, he can't start a nationwide movement. Then he took the Khilafat issue. Our last part, Khilafat. He took the Khilafat issue. Then First World War, it was entered on the defeat of Ottoman Turkey. It was defeated. The First World War entered with the defeat of Ottoman Turkey. Then a false information spread that it was going to depose Turkish ruler Khalifa. All over the world, Muslims consider as Khalifa as their religious leader. So a harsh peace treaty was going to imposed on Turkish ruler Khalifa. So all over the world, Muslims, they started to attack it. They decided to fight against it. That's why in Bombay, Khilafat committee was formed by the Ali brothers. Mr. Shaukat Ali and Muhammad Ali, they formed Khilafat committee in Bombay in 1919 March. Then the leaders of Khilafat committee, Ali brothers, Shaukat Ali and Muhammad Ali, they began to discuss with Mahatma Gandhi about the possibility of a nationwide satyagraha. Then Gandhi saw that it was an opportunity to bring Hindu Muslims in one umbrella. Mahatma Gandhi found this issue, Khilafat issue, it was one way to bring Hindu Muslim unity. Khilafat issues means 1919 war entered with the defeat of Ottoman Turkey. Then British government is going to impose a harsh treaty on Khalifa. Khalifa was the religious leader of Muslims. Then all over the world, Muslims, they were started to fight against it. In Bombay, the Khilafat committee was formed, Ali brothers, in 1919 March. Then Mahatma Gandhi decided to bring Hindu Muslims together. That's why he took this as an opportunity. At the Calcutta session of Congress in September 1920, Mahatma Gandhi convinced to bring Hindu Muslim unity or need to start a nationwide satyagraha. That's why he convinced the leaders of other Congress leaders in 1920 September. Mahatma Gandhi, at the Congress session of Calcutta, Mahatma Gandhi convinced other leaders the need to start a non-cooperation movement with the support of Khilafat as well as for Swaraj. So Mahatma Gandhi decided to support Khilafat movement in 1920 Congress session. So now we completed our topic name Rowlatt Act 1990. Mahatma Gandhi decided to start a satyagraha against the Rowlatt Act. British government hurriedly passed the Rowlatt Act without considering the opposition of Indian members. Then it led to Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Then martial law was imposed. General Dyer took command. Then he entered the ground and he ordered to fire against the crowd. Thousands of people died. Then Mahatma Gandhi, Khilafat movement started in 1919. Mahatma Gandhi decided to bring Hindu-Muslim unity. That's why he took this issue. Then in 1920 September Congress session, he convinced to start a nationwide satyagraha. Okay, thank you.